Hey guys, this is Michael with Quiet Lawn. I hope you're doing well. The topic of this video is talking about Christmas lights. We're getting close to the Christmas light season. If you're thinking about adding it to your business, I highly recommend it. It's a great way to bring in a lot of revenue during a slow time of year when we don't have anything else going on. It is still the middle of September, and you might not think that people are purchasing Christmas lights yet, but we've already sold 3 jobs in the last week and a half. For I think between $3,000 and $4,000 total. So although the leads do pick up, as we get into October, November, there's still lots of people signing up, and I'm hoping that we'll close well over $10,000 worth of new sales in the rest of September. So I highly recommend you getting started. But if you've never done it before, it can be a pretty daunting service to add because it's not what we're familiar with. We're familiar with, cutting grass and doing landscape and stuff like that. Christmas lights is actually very easy, and we've developed our process over several years that I think is very, very easy. We are able to do the estimates remotely. A lot of people still do their estimates in person for Christmas lights, which you can still do, and anytime you do that, you're going to have a higher closing ratio. But it just takes so much time because you're probably going to spend probably 2 hours minimum by the time you go to the property, talk with the customers, come up with a design, and send it to them. You're probably going to waste 2 hours of your time. And the thing about Christmas lights is it's a very low closing percentage service, so you might close 5 to 10% of those leads. So 8 or 9 out of those 10 that you go see are just a waste of your time. So if you can do it remotely, like we've started, like we figured out several years ago, you can quickly screen through customers or potential customers leads, and maybe only spend 10-15 minutes on a lead as opposed to several hours. So I want to show you how we do it and how I recommend doing it. I'd love to see you, hear any feedback if you figured out some faster or better ways. But the first thing we do is we get a lead in. This could be from one of our Facebook ads, could be from our Google ads, could be from an existing customer. And what we will do is we will look up that customer's property on Google and see if we can find a picture of their house, maybe on like realtor.com or some kind of street view or something like that. If they don't have it, we will get the customer, we'll text the lead and we'll say, hey, would you mind sending me a picture of the front of your house? And we'll send them a sample picture at that same text just to make sure they take the picture like this one below right here where we can actually see the house. Because sometimes you'll ask them for a picture of the front of their house and they'll take it from a weird angle, or they'll take it with the car in the way, and or a way that you can't see the roof line, and it kind of defeats the purpose. So we always make it very simple. We just say, hey, can you just snap a quick picture of your house? Here's what one looks like. Can you make it look like this? After that, they send us the picture. And we used to do this more manually, but the next thing we got to do is, let's just go ahead and down here to this picture. Next thing we got to do is we have to measure the roof line to get an approximate length, because with Christmas lights, we're selling it by the foot. So we want to be pretty accurate with our estimates. Obviously, if we went out to the property, we can get it down to the exact footage. But with the tools I'm going to show you, we can get it really close, within 5 to 10%, and more than make up that difference in the saved amount of time from going to do an estimate in person. So we'll get a picture, and what we used to do is we'd use different apps to measure this. So what we used to do is we'd take like this window or this garage door. We know this garage door is 16 feet long. We would use that to put it overlay that line. We'd put a line over that and then overlay it over all these different angles up on this roof where this yellow line is, and we would get a very close approximation of what that roof line would be. And there's some other measuring tools we could use too that we used to use for that. Recently, we've started using ChatGPT, which has proven to be very accurate. So what we'll do is we'll upload a picture of the home, this picture here, to ChatGPT. I don't know exactly what Ibrahim puts in there, but he just says like, the garage door is 16 feet wide. Can you measure out the roof line for me? And ChatGPT will measure out this front roof line here, like you see in yellow, and get you very, very close to the measurement of that roof line. After that, we get ChatGPT to just produce a design showing warm white lights, like warm white Christmas lights on this house, because ChatGPT can generate an image like that. And we'll send that to the customer. At that same time, we'll say, hey, this roof line, based on our measurements, this roof line is going to be $800. Does that sound good for your budget? If so, we'll send you an estimate with more options in there, like wreaths and other stuff like that. If they say no, my budget's $400, we know not to waste any more time, because what we used to do is we just spend all this time coming up with a complex estimate where we gave an estimate on wreaths, on ground lighting, on wrapping the columns on the front porch, and we'd spend a ton of time coming up with a $1,500 or $2,000 estimate. And these people, after you send that, the people will be like, oh, my budget's $400, and we just wasted our time. So now we use this in the sales process to screen them. So we'll send them just the roof line, say, hey, the roof line alone is going to be this much. Is this works for your budget? We'll go ahead and send you a full estimate that has other options as well. So if they say yes to that, we send them a full. We produce one of these estimates. We use a software called Honeybook. This is what our team uses. You can see it right here. Ibrahim and these guys will mark up these different options. You can see we've got a yellow line to show the roof line. You can see we've got a blue line to show if we add ground lighting, put the lights around their landscaping beds. And then you can see the positions of the wreaths here, 1, 2, and 3. Below we'll put a price for each one. Basic roof line, $4.99. Optional add-ons. If they want to add stake lighting, the lighting around around their landscape beds. If they want to add 1, 2, or 3 wreaths, they've got all the options here. And then we've got more stuff, down here we've got more stuff on why they should choose us, and we've got more pictures of sample work that we do. Once we send that, the customer kind of picks their options. They select it here. Honeybook makes it nice and simple. Then we talk to them about how many years they want to do their contract. So we don't offer 1-year contracts anymore. We don't offer 1-year Christmas light installs anymore. It's just too much trouble. You're going to spend the first year of your install. You're going to spend 3, 4, 5 times as long installing those lights, because you have to custom cut everything. You have to fit it. You have to screw in all your bulbs and all your clips and stuff like that onto your socket wire and into your lights, and it just takes a long time, and it's not really worth the hassle, because you've already, when you install the first year, you've cut everything specifically for that house, and if you can reuse some of that stuff, but you end up wasting it. So what you end up doing is just having to take all that stuff back apart, cut up the pieces that you have left, try to use it on other properties, and it's just not worth the hassle. So we offer a 2-year minimum on our contracts, and I recommend you do that as well. And what we do is we incentivize the customers to go longer with those contracts by giving them an additional discount for every year that they add on their contract. So our average contract is 2 or 3 years. We have some that are up to 5 years, and we just increase the discount for each year over the total amount. But you can see all these nice options here. We send this, they pick their stuff. We talk to them about, after they approve what they want, we talk to them about color selection, like, hey, what do you want? Do you want to do warm white lights? Do you want to do like peppermint, red and white? Do you want to do multicolor? And we send them lots of options. The good thing about these lights is they can customize it. So if they've got a sports team and they want to go certain colors, orange or purple or whatever, teal or whatever it may be, that we can also do that stuff as well. So that's nice. So they pick their color, they pick how long they want to do their contract, and then after that, Honeybook has it where we can just send them their contract for them to e-sign it. And I'll make a video in this next video. I'll show you how the contract looks. But this whole process, we just make it nice and simple. As I've said before, we offer this service. Selling, doing these estimates for you, pricing everything. We offer this through Service Simplify at servicesimplify.com. All we charge is $4.99. $4.99 a month to run your ads for you. So we'll run ads for you on Facebook and Google, and get you leads in. If you've never hired somebody in marketing, that $4.99 is just our fee. You also have to put your ad spend. So whatever you're going to spend a day, $10-20 a day on Facebook or Google. You also have to add that. That's just our fee, the $4.99. That doesn't include your costs that you have to pay to Facebook or Google on top of it. But we'll do the marketing for you. We'll get the leads in for you. That's one part of it. So we can just get the leads, send them to you. You can try to handle the sale, sending this estimate, doing this stuff I'm showing you here. Or you can pay us a commission on the back end and we will handle all this for you. Because our guys are really good at this. We've done it for my business for several years and we do it for several others now. We've signed up a couple of other companies with our Christmas light package this year so far, and we're already getting them lots of leads. But that's how we do an estimate. You want to filter through these quickly, filter through the leads quickly. You want to screen out the ones that aren't going to be able to afford the service. So like I said, you want to send a basic roof line, produce it in ChatGPT. Say, hey, this is going to be this much, $650. If you're good with that, we'll continue. We'll put together a full estimate for you. But this is going to be a numbers game. You're going to get a lot of leads in. This is an impulse buy, so you want to, you've got to move quickly with them. When people get up with you, you want to get back with them quickly. But you also have to understand that it's not going to be nearly as high of a closing rate as something like lawn care or something like or pest control. But again, we send this night. We get a picture from the customer first. We do this mock-up for them, send them this nice professional estimate. They choose what they want. We talk to them about contract terms, we talk to them about color schemes, and then we close them and get them in the books. I'm going to show you in the next video kind of how our contract looks, and I'm going to show you if we end up doing the sales part for you. I'll show you the app that we will build for you for your business that will have all the install instructions. So basically, when we do this for you, we'll take care of getting the leads in. We'll take care of sending them professional estimates. We'll take care of following up with them multiple times until they either buy or don't. We will get their contract signed for them, hopefully for multiple years. Our guys always push for more years. And then we will send we will create an app for you and put the install instructions, including pictures, amount of lights needed, stuff like that, so that you or your install crews have it nice and easy when they go to install. All you have to do is show up, bring the materials, and you're good to go. But I'll make that in the next video. Please post any comments below. I'd love to hear your feedback.